Yamaha threw him away like he was nothing. A Chinese brand nobody had ever heard of picked him up. And what happened next, nobody saw coming. Valentin Debise, 34 years old. Core rider inside the Yamaha system for over a decade. 94 races in WSBK, 2 wins. Consistently buried outside the top 5. Outside the top 6, a man who showed up every single weekend and never got the result his talent deserved. Then at the end of 2024, Yamaha handed him the coldest exit possible. Too old, not cost-effective, need to develop new talent. That was it. 10 years of loyalty. Optimized out in a single sentence. No fight, no farewell. Just gone. Debise stood at the darkest crossroads of his career. Retirement was no longer just a possibility, it was staring him in the face. To the big teams, he was tasteless chicken. Not worth eating, too awkward to throw away. To the fans who watched him week after week, he was a background hero. Talented, consistent, and permanently overlooked. Nobody, not one person in that paddock believed this man had a second act left in him. Then a phone call came from Chongqing. Jixin, motorcycle, 2 years old. Built by a man who started as a motorcycle repair apprentice and spent 20 years carrying a championship dream that everyone around him thought was delusional, Jixin didn't send a polite inquirer. They paid 1 million euros in penalty fees, signed Evan Brothers Team Whole, and named Valentin Debise as their first rider. No politics, no system, no hierarchy telling him what he could and couldn't say. Full authority over bike development, full authority over setup and tuning. Every single piece of track feedback actually listened. For the first time in his professional life, Debise felt like he genuinely mattered. February 2026, Australia. The team was raw. The bike setup wasn't ready. Wrong tire call on a track switching between wet and dry. Forced pit stop 14th, not even close to the top 10. The internet had a field day, veteran collecting a paycheck. Jixin all hype and no delivery. The team said absolutely nothing. They packed the bike, drove it back to the workshop, tore it apart through the night, and went over every single detail until it was right. March 28th, Portugal. Race 1. Clean, controlled, dominant from the very first lap. Nearly 4 seconds clear at the flag. China's first ever WSBK race victory written into the history books forever. Race 2. Dropped to 3rd. Mid-race looked like it was slipping away. Then the 820cc engine woke up on the straight. Swallow 2. Yamaha R9 South Hole. Pushed to the absolute limit. Crossed the line, a double champion. Debise left Yamaha with nothing. He came back with everything. Jixin started as a joke. They finished as champions. Together, they didn't just win 2 races in Portugal. They sent a message to every single team, every single manufacturer, every single person who ever wrote either of them off. You had your chance. You threw it away. And now the whole world knows exactly what that cost you.